Hi and welcome to this Blueberry Markets video update with me, John Kibler, head currency analyst. In this video we're going to be taking a look at Euro Yen, as there could be an opportunity forming to see Euro Yen trade back a little bit lower. So what are we looking at here on the Euro Yen? Well, this is actually the monthly time frame, and we can see that price at the moment is in that upward trend. However, we have come into a key area of resistance, which is the 148 handle here, which you can see formed all the way back over in 2014. Okay, so nice high there from 2014, which saw price drop quite significantly lower. Could we see the same thing happen again? You know, could 148 be an area where we see price trade back to the downside, maybe even see the 136 handle? Obviously, that would take a lot for price to get down to there at the moment, I think, from a fundamental perspective. So at the moment, we could be looking for some short-term opportunities, though, as price is rejecting the 148 handle. Now, if we go down to the weekly time frame, you can see that there's some more analysis here where we can see that price actually within that sort of upward trend is traded between sort of the highs and lows of this bearish channel, and there's that 148 handle that we've recently rejected. So what does that tell me? Well, you know, if price is going to work within this channel, could we maybe come back to the low of the channel, where price could maybe find some horizontal support and then either continue to be bullish, or if we break out, that's when we could be seeing the 136 handle. So we've identified the monthly time frame is at resistance. Okay, we know that the weekly is also at resistance, but also within a bullish channel. Okay, with support below. Okay, so we know that when we're looking at this now, we can identify those two things. Okay, now what else do we need to know? Well, we need to know and go down a little bit lower. Where are the key levels now? Because if I open up the daily, we can actually see that we've got a sort of bearish channel working within the overall bullish channel. Okay, so we've got a whole narrative here of that price. It could be heading back down to the lows of this channel in here, or even if it does break, could we then see the continuation down, very much like what we discussed on the weekly? Could we even find some slight support here and then look to continue this bearish channel until price breaks out, and then we get that continuation to the downside? Okay, so lots going on here on Euro Yen. We've have, like I said, monthlies at resistance, weeklies in that bullish channel. However, the daily showing us that we have this bearish channel within that area after the retest of that 148 handle. So looking at the price action now, you can see that we've had this kind of slow climb to the upside. If I zoom right in, you can see we've had a very slow move higher. And in fact, price, looking at the highs, we haven't really formed any aggressive highs until sort of today, where price punched out to the upside, but then rejected the trend line resistance coming in here. So that to me suggests that at higher prices, buyers weren't active. They weren't looking to be buying back towards these highs, for instance. Instead, sellers took over, and now we're closing lower. That to me suggests that we could see a move back down to the previous swing lows, which have marked as the 142.75 handle, or the lows of this bearish channel. So what I'm kind of expecting maybe something like this to happen, and then when we get to the big level there, if that was to break, we could see some significant downside. Okay, so going even lower, what can we see? Well, you can see that on that 4-hour time frame, as price has climbed up, like I said, really low range and move there, we can see that actually we're in that sort of squeeze pattern where prices, or the range of price, is getting tighter and tighter until price needed to break out to the downside. Now that's obviously driven by some news that we've had today, but that nice drive to the outside there could be an option for us to look for opportunities to see price move to the downside. You've got a nice break and close below a key trend line support there, out of a pattern where, you know, if it moves very similarly to this move in here, we could see price back down at the 142.75 or the lows of the bearish channel. So keep that in mind when looking at Euro Yen. Could be an opportunity forming here as price breaks out of this trend line there. Like I said, the monthly at resistance, we come down, we're in a bullish channel, so we need to be aware that price overall is bullish, so we need to make sure that we're not searching for targets that are down at the 136 unless price trades through the higher time frame structure. Daily time frame, we're definitely in that sort of retracement phase, that move back, but it could end at the higher time frame bullish channel support. But before we get there, we have the 142.75 handle that we have to deal with, which price could come into. Now price has broken out of this consolidative pattern. Hopefully that made sense. If it did, leave this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the YouTube channel to see some more Forex trading content, and I'll speak to you in the next video.